Well, good evening, everybody. It is Sidetrack Sunday number 5 for the month of November. And it is November the 30th, the last day of November for 2025. Yoo-hoo! Yay. This year is just moving way too fast. Unbelievable. I can't believe that we're getting ready to start December. Anyway, yeah, as I was stating in the chat, that I was having issues earlier today. OBS decided that it was going to do an update, and none of the peripherals, the camera, the mic, none of that stuff wanted to work. And I'm like, this is wonderful. Great. Anyway, I was able to get things somewhat straightened out, I believe. Hopefully, everything is working. Hopefully, you all can hear me. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get on with the show. And let's see who all is in. Oh, there we go. Now I can see. Let's see if I can figure out who all is in the chat or in here tonight. Let's see. We've got Mr. Almar. We've got Artie down at America Model Railroading. We've got Dave from the Carolina Foothills. We've got Mr. Chuck Schreiber. We've got Dave over at DB Tech. We've got Mike over at the Deep Run Railroad. We've got JD over at Grandpa Rails. He's in Texas. He won't be here tonight. Andy, the hot dog pilot, is in the house, and happy birthday, sir. And we've got Hot Rod Rodney 25. Rodney's in the house. Welcome in. You have to excuse me because I think this is Jason. That's JDS 19K BNOR. Welcome in. We've got Martin over at Life with Roscoe. We've got Alan from the Mason Dixon. We've got, I believe it's Bill with the new Fenris. We've got Bob over at PK&W Model Works. We've got Rusty down at Possum Bayou. We've got me, although I doubt that I'm actually here. We've got Mr. Robert Darby in the house. We've got Mr. Ron Moen. We've got John number 2 over at the Schuylkill River Valley. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody because things just jumped on me. Oh, Mr. Joe Rader with the Black Rock Central is in the house. Let me get back over here to the normal chat and we'll go from there. And I'm hoping, like I said, I got everybody's name right. Yep. Okay, I got Jason. And like I said, I do believe it's Bill over at the new Fenris. And I'm not sure who JP is over at BHS. Okay. Gotcha. Welcome in. And let's see, I see that Dave is talking to Joe. And there's Anthony, the Model Train Outsider, is here. And so is Mr. Rick from over at the Foltz Bailey. And we've got Dave over at Sparky 107. That was a really cool live stream yesterday, sir. I got to catch bits and pieces of it while I was working on some things, but very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Who else? Is there anybody else that has jumped in? Okay. Yeah, I did get that one right too. All right, cool. Anyway. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why YouTube can't leave well enough alone. I really don't. They keep changing. They keep changing stuff, and well, yeah. At any rate, that is one thing I did want to ask, and we'll get to that a little bit later if we've got time. But really, the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that now that Thanksgiving's passed, we're in holiday mode. We are definitely in the holiday season here now, and there's a lot of things that a lot of us do. I know that Bob's been talking about the fact that he's been hanging Christmas lights. I actually did that last weekend. I didn't put anywhere near as many lights out as I normally do, namely because of the fact that I just didn't have time, and it got cold last weekend when I was trying to put the darn things up. I'm lucky I got them up on the house, but after that, it's like, okay, fine. I got them up on the gutter, and that was it. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing anymore. Although I may still end up putting out a couple of things, but we'll see. But we'll go from there. So, like I was saying, we're definitely in holiday mode now. So what is everybody doing? No, model trains are definitely the focus, but there are other things that come up. I mean, obviously, I don't know how much Christmas shopping or holiday shopping folks still do. To be perfectly honest, I do all of mine right from the computer. I don't even going out. Oh man, I hope you feel better there, Steve. Steve, Steve 87th PSAP. I hope you feel better there, bud. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling I'm kind of with you there, Martin. I was talking to, yeah, I'm sure you are. I was talking to, the STS gang, and to be perfectly honest, this time of year is a little rough for me. It really is. And the reason being is, I go back to the 90s, and I'm sure I've talked about this before, but I've lost 3 grandparents and my father over the span of 5 years in the mid 90s. And this time of year really stinks. So, it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure that there's other people that have done the same thing or have the same things going on, but like I said, this time of year just kind of stinks. So let's see. Rusty's saying he's going to go see a surgeon tomorrow. Oh man! Oh, good luck with that, sir. Hope everything that gets taken care of there, bud. We have permanent lights. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I haven't done that. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it's in with this year with Rach moving out. Hey, Santa Fe Bob is in the house. With Rach moving out, it's really changed the complexity of the holiday season. So it is what it is. Any rate. But there are things that we do, and in fact, to be perfectly honest with you, this is, and I mentioned it, I think on my community post, was what I've been actually doing behind me. If you notice, the camera stand is back there. Because I was actually recording episode 42 earlier, at least trying to, before the camera died. Any rate, that's been therapeutic to be able to come down here to run the trains and get my mind off things. It is what it is, but like I said, I've been enjoying that. It's been taking my mind off things, and I'm able to come down here and just veg and do whatever. Yeah, don't I wish, Bob? Hey, James. Welcome in. It's, but like I said, I mean, the operating sessions have definitely been therapeutic. There's no question about that. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Rick. I hear you. But the other part of it is too is being able to do that and then come down here and have the live streams. And the other thing is we've got the holiday show coming up in a couple of weeks, which is hard to believe. Just so that you all know, I believe it's on the 21st of December is going to be the holiday show. And I'm going to see if I can pull some things together for that. I know it's last minute. This year really got away from me, and I know it's probably gotten away from the rest of the STS gang. It has just been, I mean, like I said, this year has just flown. Let's see, what else have we got going on? So that's basically it. But what I did want to bring up is, like I said, what do you do? I mean, what have you got going on? What's happening? I know one of the things that I'm hoping, nice. I know one of the things that I'm looking forward to doing is there's a railroad that I've been wanting to go, model railroad that I've been wanting to go see for a while. I wasn't even sure it was still around, and a couple of the Facebook groups that I'm a part of happen to mention that they're going to start having an open house coming next weekend. And that's down at the Severna Park Model Railroad Club. So those that aren't familiar with it, there is, what it is it's the old, what is it? The Baltimore and Annapolis Railroad. It's this old station, and they've got the model railroad in that old station down there. So I definitely want to go down there and see that. And I'm actually thinking about doing something that I haven't done in quite a few years. And that is going to the volunteer firehouses, or the firehouses period. And also even maybe going down to the Glenn L. Martin Aviation Museum. There is a model railroad down there now that comes up every year. I don't know if that one there comes up every year, if that one's now there year round. That is owned by, I think, a Lions Club, and they lost their lease on their old building, so they had to pick it up and move it. So it's kind of cool. Alan's asking, is that a spot where the NMRA division meets? I have no idea. It might be. I know it's about, from my house, it's about 45 minutes south. So, but it's something that I had seen in Model Railroaders Dream Plan Builder video layout tours years ago. And I'm like, I have got that. One of these days, I've got to go see this thing. And of course, it's been, the first time I saw the video on it, it's probably been 35 years. So do the math. But that's what I would like to do, is go ahead and, be able to go ahead and see some layouts, go out and do a tour and see what's going on. Wasn't sure if anybody else has posted into chat. I know that live stream that Floyd had going from Sparky's yesterday, that was a good time. Like I said, I couldn't stay for the whole thing. I was kind of in and out, but it looked like it was a good time. I did recognize a few folks that were in there. Obviously, there was this dude walking around in a white shirt with glasses. I mean, I'm not sure who that guy was. I did see James over at Dundas Junction, and I saw Roy the toy man. Saw him there, and yeah, yeah, absolutely, James. We don't want to forget about Nissy. Paul, nobody knew. But like I said, I mean, that was a good time, and definitely want to keep Missy J in your prayers out there. I know she's been battling. So, the Sparkies, that was great. I mean, that was really neat. And of course the layout camera, the train camera, that's really cool. And Martin, I did see that video yesterday. That was cool. That was cool. But yeah, I mean, well, yeah, and you're right, Bob. I mean, you're right. We're done kind of with the outside stuff, and now we get to work on the inside stuff. Case in point, we were sitting in the living room earlier, and the wife's like, the light in the hallway or the foyer doesn't seem to be sitting right. It looks like it's cockeyed. So I go out there to see if I can straighten it back up, thinking it's just the bar that goes through. And no. No, I ended up trying to move it and pulled the whole thing out of the ceiling. So I had to go ahead and put that back. That was fun. Not. I don't know. I mean, I know I could from down here. The problem is, Dave, is the fact that where the computer sits and where the layout is, I'd have to run a cord across the floor, and I'm afraid somebody's going to trip over it. I haven't gotten one of those I don't know what you want to call it, one of those cable things that you can put on the floor that would hide it, but to keep people from tripping on it. But yeah, it'd be a good idea, and we could definitely do that now that I can hook up multiple cameras down here. Certainly would be able to absolutely be able to do that. A cable runner. Well, yeah, pretty much. It's just one of those, semi-certain, whatever the heck they call it. I trip on the cable holder. You probably would. Tape it. I thought Dave was talking about recording it. No, he's talking about taping the taping it to the floor. The problem that I have, the issue is use sky hooks. And this is getting even better. Now we won't be able to put holes in the ceiling. The other issue that I have down here is whoever had the house before me decided to have the floor epoxied, and it never dried right. I don't know when they put it down, but every time I put tape or something like that on this floor, I end up peeling that paint back off the floor. So it's just, I just can't lay tape down here. So I made a gantry for my camera. Oh, and the placement of the cameras isn't the problem. The problem is getting the USB from the computer, which is next to me, over to the layout, which is behind me. That's where it becomes more of a problem. That's where it becomes more of an issue. So I can get one of those cable runners or something like that, just lay that down on the floor. And that's one of the reasons, too, why I was trying to find a way that I didn't have to run multiple cables from the computer over to the layout. I just want one, which I've got now. Well, not right now. I don't have it connected for fear of somebody tripping on it. So I am using OBS. And I can have multiple. I can have 3 cameras running, and that's it, because that's all that the motherboard will take. I've got to get I still haven't gotten another USB card into this thing so that I can run 3 cameras from the remote. So, yeah. Time to move the computer where the exercise bikes aren't there anymore, Dave. I don't know if you've seen down here recently, but that area over here off to the left, The exercise equipment's now in the other room. So don't have to worry about that. John Train BFGR is in the house. OBS has a droid cam. Oh. Gotcha. No, I use OBS through StreamYard. I can actually could use an old phone to go ahead and log into StreamYard too, but yeah. See, move the computer. No, I'm not moving the computer. Montana Northern. Now there's a new name. I don't think I've seen that name before. Yeah, I've got the extension cables. The thing is here it is. I went ahead and built this new PC, and the motherboard's got like 9 USBs on it. I've got 2 on the tower. The problem is the fact that the motherboard still can only support 3 cameras. Why they went ahead and stuffed all those USBs on the back of there, and you can only support 3 cameras is beyond me. But that's whatever. Staple it to the ceiling. Boy, the ideas just keep getting better. I'm hoping the wife isn't hearing any of this because she's gonna have a cow. Jeez. Oh, staple it to the ceiling. Go ahead and put in sky hooks. Yeah, I'm hearing all sorts of interesting ideas here, gents. I appreciate it. I was actually locked the basement door. No, she could do that from up there. Let the wife hold. Oh boy. Oh, we are all here to. Yeah, I see that, Dave. Dig a ditch and bury the cable. Oh my goodness. That's good. Well, that's fine. I mean, the thing of it is I don't need to be this. Yeah. This. Yeah, no, I don't think I could get the cable because of the fact that the ceiling isn't flat going all the way over. Don't let Sparky and tripping issue fixed. Jeez, Al. I think this is getting back to locking me in the basement. Oh my. Jeez. With friends like this, I don't have to worry about enemies. Oh, thanks, Artie. Jeez. Ay. Yeah, I appreciate everybody looking out for me here. Yeah, I really do. Oh my gosh. Put the wireless on the dog. God, really, Rusty? Jeez. Anyway, buy Mevo cameras. Huh. I'll have to look into that. I want the Mevos. Is that what Opa Dodge was talking about Friday? Thanks there, Bob, for posting that up. I appreciate that, sir. I'm going to have to look at that one myself. No, that's not it. That's the one. And let me go ahead and open that up over here. Wow. All right, cool. I've subbed to it as well. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at a couple things, and that way I can go ahead and make sure I don't lose that subscription. Need to get some water to that's what Sparky uses. Okay. Get Rick to stand in the middle of the room and duct tape the cable to the top of Oh, really, JD? Yikes. Ouch. Okay. Rick's saying he could do that. This is how things go, Bob, if you haven't figured it out by now. Jeez. Yeah, the faucet and the sink that goes ahead and never mind. Where's Plumber when you need him? He can explain what happens with that down here. Yeah, no kidding. That's not where I'm at there, Al. That's for sure. Be where it put you to work. How about a drone? I might be able to call in a favor or two, you know. Yeah, I can feel the love, Joe. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You all ain't right. Yeah, you all definitely ain't right. But anyway, you need to borrow the turntable from Mini Prince. Yeah. Zoinks. Yeah, that's a little too out of my price range, that's for sure. The women are right, the guys are left. Oh my goodness. Or tape 4 iPhones to Rick and that. Oh my gosh. You all are getting more ridiculous with this. We know, Artie, we know. Hey, speaking of which, I understand through the grapevine that there's going to be quite a few of us apparently up at Amherst again in January. Command hooks. Here we go. 30-foot every day. Invert the image. The Rick 3. Oh my gosh. Put table 1 and Rick. Oh my gosh. Nope, I am going to be there in January. That we are the wife and I are going to be taking the train from Baltimore up to Springfield, so we will be in Amherst. So yes, I am going to be there. That's why this show is so much fun at the end of the month, you know? You can move my camera almost 8 feet. See, I don't have to move the cameras. The cameras are fine where I've got them placed. It's just the fact that I can't run any more than the two of them over there and the one that's over here. So that's the problem. So I have to figure out a way to. I've got to get another card in the computer so that I can run 4 cameras over there back to here, and that way I can have multiple set up. I just haven't gotten around. It's just one of those things. I just hadn't gotten around to putting a USB card in here. Wonder how many weeks it would take Amtrak to get me there from SoCal. Yeah. Let's see. I'd love to go. Too much travel. Okay. Almar. Oh, boy. Great. Wonderful. I can't wait to catch up with you all once I get up there. Let's see. Steve is saying I thought, but I might be. Oh. Been there, done that. I won't say when, but I've been there, done that, unfortunately. That was for me down here, that was a year-long thing. Every Thursday, or actually it was three Thursdays out of the month for a year. So Ray run a special with Amtrak for Amherst. That's the other possibility too, would be, but I don't know with OBS how that works, if it would transition or bounce. I know that Sparky had that set up yesterday, but I'm not sure how he was doing it. Let's see here. I'm way behind on the chat now. Amherst will never be the same. Never be. Many will be chased. What? Let's see here. For a get together, just need 3 cameras, 3 people move around. Yeah, this is true. I could definitely do it with the current setup. I just didn't this year. Let's see. Somebody was saying it was taking 4 days. Can you use an IP camera with StreamYard? I have no idea, Dave. I've never tried it. You just have to make sure only one camera has a mic in use, all others are off. Well, yeah, I do that with OBS now. The only thing that's actually on is the microphone here. Everything else is turned off. Round 2, they're hard to come by. Let's see. There was something in here. You can with OBS then to StreamYard. That's what I'm doing. Is I go OBS to StreamYard because I've got the opener and things of that nature that I do, and I kind of like OBS for that. Artie, you coming back for the show? I've heard he is. Yep, there you go. We'll be there again. That would make sense. It would make sense to run some IP ports around the layout, FBM. And that is one of the things that I had looked at also, is there is a USB adapter, but I'm not sure it would work. Somebody else had mentioned either on one of the other live streams or on one of my videos about you can hook up a USB to Ethernet, run Ethernet over to where you want it. And on the back end of it, it goes from Ethernet back to USB. And then you hook your cameras into that. The only problem with that is that still only supports 2 cameras. So, again, with the rig that I had originally set up over there, I've got a 4-port powered USB hub that I could run multiple cameras off of. So, let's see here. Already was supposed to be this Monday, my first, let's see. Stateside from the 18th. Oh boy. Let's see. Am I finally caught up? I think I finally caught up on the chat. Ask Happy and Dave, they're going. They could go. There you go. Get a PoE switch under the layout. Point of entry. I got you. Cat 5 is easy to run. Can be used for a lot of things. Yeah, there. I've got plenty of Cat 5 back in the storage area. So don't think too big there. Trust me, 3 cameras would. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do, Dave. I do want to put 3. I want 3 cameras over at the layout and then the 4th one over here. And right now I can't do that because I can only run 2 of them over there because of the motherboard limitation, which is ridiculous. But yeah, power over Ethernet. Okay. Oh, power over. Okay. Gotcha. Google says it's a bandwidth issue. If your computer has multiple USB hubs, you can span cameras across the hubs. And that's what I had done when I had Rachel's laptop before it crashed. I could run 3 cameras over at the layout and use her, or actually, I had one of the Logitechs on top of that laptop. So I was running 4 cameras with no problem. But the issue becomes on where those ports are on the motherboard. And that's the problem with this current one, is that all the USB ports, they're not split up. No, I didn't break it. It died on its own. So anyway, you have an iPad. You could run a second live stream yet. No, I don't have an iPad. Not one that works. Had until somebody hacked it. So, yeah. There was some other talk about using old phones. I think I've still got one of my old cell phones down here someplace, but yeah. Have you checked to see if all the USB ports are active? They are, but it's a limitation of the board itself. It's got nothing to do with the USBs. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. So it's yeah. Oh, ha ha, Dave. The 3 is enough. I'm starting to take it personal. Yeah, but I tell you the truth there, Open Dodge. I love all the angles that you've got going with your cameras, man. That is so freaking awesome. It really is. It really is. Take it easy, Bill. We'll talk to you, bud. But yeah, I mean, that what you've got going on over there, that's really cool. That is really cool. Yeah, exactly, Mike. I need another card in this thing. So, hey, Rail Artist is in the house. And that would be Mike. So, any rate, Anywho, so that's like I said, I've got an idea for another card for in here, a USB card for this thing. It's a PCIe. The problem, the only reason, hey Manny, welcome in. Good to see you. Been a long time. The only reason why I hadn't pulled the trigger on the USB card for the computer was a lot of them say that they were compatible for Windows 10. They don't say if they're compatible for Windows 11, which everybody's using now. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand if it's good for 10, it should be good for 11. We all know how that works, or how well that doesn't work. Let me put it that way. So I wasn't going to take the chance of ordering up a card and having it be the wrong daggone thing or not working with Windows 11. So that's the reason why I hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet. I've been working with Rachel's boyfriend, Jay, to try and figure out which cards were going to be which cards would work. And he's gotten it down to a couple. So now it's just going ahead, and it's like, it's so close to Christmas. My idiotic self would go ahead and buy the daggone thing, and then somebody else would buy it for me. And it's like, yeah. And I'd end up with two of them. They really don't need two of them. But any rate. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Mine's still running Windows 10. Yeah, well, the reason why I'm over on this monster that I built, and this machine ended up costing me about $1,500. This is a custom build. This thing literally was designed from the power supply up to do live streams and video editing. That's what it's designed for. Here it is, in the past, my old computer, and I just opened up something that I didn't need I don't need video pad opened up. Close guide, go away. I didn't want that. I wanted my daggone hardware monitor. Where did that get off to? With the old computer that I had that was running Windows 10, if I put two cameras on it, it was done. It couldn't, well, actually, if I put three cameras on it, it was done. It could do two, put a third on there, and it would start going nuts. Actually, you could put two on there, but after about 45 minutes, it would start crashing. And it was like, that's no good. That's not going to work. So I tried a few things. I tried adding RAM to the computer. I tried doing a couple of updates to it. And it just wasn't happy. That computer that was an old 7 machine that was upgraded to 10. So that goes ahead and shows you how old that PC was. So, it just wasn't in the cards anymore. And I've been using 11 at work. So I pretty much know its ins and outs, its ups, its downs, its sideways. But, it's just, that's just what it is. It's really, yeah, it's really weird, Steve. I went looking, and I don't think that there are a lot of motherboards out there that will support more than 3 cameras. They don't expect you to use more than 3 cameras. They really don't. And it's like, okay, great. So whatever. Here it is, this new PC. I've been running right now. I've got OBS open. I've got 3 different Google windows open with multiple tabs. I've got Firefox open with multiple tabs, and everything is still clean. This thing is absolutely awesome. The utilization on the RAM and all, not a problem. I mean, this thing is rock solid. The biggest issue is, like I said, is the fact that the motherboard, flat itself, won't support more than 3 cameras. So, yeah, the thing is, I should have done probably some more research on this motherboard. It has got 9 USB ports, but they're not independent. They're dependent on the board, and that's where the problem comes from. So, it is what it is. Anthony Borden, welcome in, sir. Wi-Fi cameras would definitely be another way to go. There's no question about that. That would definitely take up, or take a load off the system if you were doing them all Wi-Fi. No question. Like I said, there's multiple ways to do it. It's just I just haven't messed with that portion of it. First off, was trying to go ahead and get stuff done down here before the train show in October. Wanted to get some scenery done, which I did do. Not as much as I wanted to, but I did get stuff done. It is what it is. There has to be a balance. And when you are, and Dave, you know this better than anybody else, when you're setting up to do meet and greets and you're having folks like I do down here back to the house, or like you had yesterday, you're trying to make sure that everything is good. And I know you put out a video yesterday morning saying you were cleaning track because you hadn't been in the shed in a while. And that's the truth. I mean, it's like if we don't mess with these railroads often enough, the stuff sits. And I ended up with a problem today with a locomotive that I've had issues with in the past. And it burns me up. It really does. I've got an Athearn I think it's a U-boat. But the issue is I've taken that thing apart, cleaned it, put it back together, and it's still, after it sits, it just doesn't want to move until you take the shell off and sit there and rotate the flywheels. After a couple minutes, it'll start moving on its own, and then once it's moving, it's fine. So, what's this? The deep run UFi or about 30 and our Wi-Fi? Okay, Ray, you can't get a damn thing done. Yep. I'm correct about something. Well, that's a first. Me being right about something. I don't know what I'm right about, but hey, all right. Oh boy, I got throughout the house. Neighbors still. Artie. Irish Sparky. Oh my gosh. Anyway. I was waiting for it, Bob. Come on. That was all right. There we go. Now you're catching on. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Well, Jack and Jack seems to think that I had one pointed upstairs the last month when him and JD and Joe decided to invade. I don't know who put them up for that. Sorry. Man, dust. That was great. 2.5 hours down here. That was great. And of course, poor Jack and JD had to get up at like 5 in the morning to go back west. By the way, Sparky, Dawn still wants to kick your butt. Oh my gosh, no, she she thought it was funny when she figured out who the heck it was that was beating on the door. They didn't invade you, left the door open. Oh, no, no, no. The wife opened the door for them. Oh, that was a blast. That was absolutely a blast. I'll let her know. Obviously, it's way too early, but I do plan on doing, obviously, the October 26th Great Scale Model Train Show, the normal meet and greet like we've been doing. I'm probably going to be catching up with Joe. I know that, well, now that Joe has a new companion, I know it's going to be kind of tough for him to get away, but at the same time, maybe him and I can work up some things and try and work out some things and see if we can get something a little bit bigger going. We'll have to see. Didn't you say you don't open the door? Yeah, well. Yeah, the videos that Joe's put up, the video that Joe's put up of that puppy that he got from Tammy and Ray, she is something else. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Artie, for recognizing the fact that I was never on the tracks to begin with. Well, I was on the tracks, but I got run over by the locomotive that was already going by. Oh my gosh. The wife was on their side. Jeez. Oh my gosh, this group, I swear. Oh boy. Next time, get on the other track. Yeah, no kidding. The poor locomotives, they're still trying to get them. Okay, Artie. Thanks, buddy. Buddy. My finger has been poised over the delete button. They're fine, Bob. It would be surprising if it was still on the tracks after. Never mind. Oh, did you expect something bad, Bob? Oh my gosh. Right. How's the layout doing, Ray? Doing any stretch of the Northeast corridor is a challenge, I know, because I'm working on. Yeah, Anthony, I have talked about and toyed with the idea of putting up catenary. The thing of it is there is an awful lot of other stuff that would have to happen first, like the scenery. There's really no point in trying to put up catenary if you haven't put down scenery. I do somewhere around here. I had started to print out or test print out. They're over there. I had started to 3D print catenary. Not the normal catenary that you would see on the NEC, but definitely some overhead for overhead wiring. That would happen eventually, but we'll see. We'll see. And you're right, Artie. It is a huge job. It is a huge job. What is the tariffs on Frankenstein? Frankenstein's back here. I just that hasn't been back to the paint shop yet. Thanks, Al. No, the damn scene will get done long before the catenary ever gets done. And more than likely, long before the cameras get here, too. I know I've been talking about that for years. Just for my little layout, I need 1,500. Wow. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, he still hasn't finished the hood either. What hood? I mean, Frankenstein's in one piece. I haven't gone through and taken the paint off of it and then put it back into the paint booth for new paint yet. The damn scene is not done. The damn scene is just waiting for water effects, which is something that I have in the background. It really has a 55 yeah, pretty much. It's more like 110 gallons. It's two drums, but yeah, we won't go there. And yeah, when you're doing catenary, the 3D printing is definitely the way to go, because buying it is not cheap. So, and like I said, I've already 3D printed a couple of test pieces out, so that's definitely going to be the way to do it. Let's see what else. You can model it. Well, that's the way it's been, Deep. That's the way it's been, Mike. It's been a drought over there because there's no water in the dam. Yeah, there's definitely no water over there. By the time the dam is done, the lake will dry up. The dam's done. It's just the fact that there's no water over there. Water effect, yeah, exactly. But I still need water for the upper part, and then I went, never mind. You all see it when I'm done with it. I've got some things I've got to fix over there, but then once that's done, then I can put down the water effects, and then I can work on the dam face, and then it'll be done. One of the things I will say is there was a couple of things that I've 3D printed that the Sidetrack Sunday crew knows about. One of the things I noticed with the interurban and the road bridge that was over the dam itself, there was like no protection for the pedestrians. So I went ahead and printed out guardrails. So that way they're for right off the bridge. So I printed out 3D printed some guardrails, and I also noticed that I wanted to have stops for the interurban, and I didn't have the shelters that I was looking for. In fact, when I went to the GSMTS, I went looking for shelters that I could put on there, and just came back here to look them up on Thingiverse, and actually found it's a bus stop, but it worked out perfect. I've printed out 2 of them. I think I'm actually going to print out maybe 1 more. So, anyway, sounds like the public works. Yeah, it's definitely a public works project. Get a whole hose and fill it with, no, we're not doing that. 2036. No, Martin, it'll get, I'll get done long before that. Oh my gosh, you all fish ladders on for the damn Jeez. We can have a shovel party and oh my gosh. Nice. Nice. All right. That's cool. That's cool, Anthony. Yeah, I had like I said, I had looked at a couple of different companies that did catenary, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely way out of my league. So that's the reason why I think I'm gonna modify the 3D prints, which is something that I need to learn. As Dave from DB Tech can attest to, I had an issue with a Christmas train that my daughter wanted that was my mother's. It's I guess it's an old plastic train set. But one of the couplers had broke, and I needed another hook. And now I found a hook on Thingiverse, but it wasn't the right type. And I sat there and tried to manipulate it, but couldn't manipulate it to what I wanted. And I literally ended up having to get Dave to go ahead and build one or 3D or CAD one for me so I could go ahead and print it out, which again, I thank you, Dave, for that. I appreciate it. That was huge. Rachel thanks you as well. The dam is taking a long time. You should think about that. Oh, don't even get started on the house project. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If you're going to have catenary to work, you will need to have some solid anchor posts for tension. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Well, that was definitely a challenge, Dave. That was definitely a challenge. I'm not sure when I'm actually going to put that video. I'm not sure when I'm going to release that video, but it's on the camera. So eventually I'll get that over. I haven't figured out an easy way to modify STL files. Yeah, that was the issue that I was having with Anycubic. I could slice it, make it thinner, but I couldn't get rid of that bend at the back end. I wanted it to be straight, and instead it had that angle to it, and that was just messing with me. So, anyway, no, he's talking about the house that we were supposed to be working on. That, you know what, Grandpa Rails, I forgot to take you guys over there so you could see it. We never got over there. But yeah, like I said, Dave, we're good, man. It should be. It was running the other night, and Rachel's got it now. So we'll see how well. She hasn't called me to say it's not working, so we're good. I wish I could 3D print it. It would be cheaper. You're ahead of the curve. Maybe, like I said, I have to modify what I pulled off the net, but again, it's at least something. He was supposed to be that was supposed to be started 12 months before my life. Oh boy. Next meet and greet. Yeah, Martin, we could definitely do that. We could definitely do that. We could certainly do that. Well, it is 9:00, and I have got some things that I need to take care of before I head off. Of course, you know, this past week was a holiday week, so next week is going to be a bit of a bear. So I want to make sure I get some sleep. So I just got here. No. Take it easy, Andy. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call the night here, folks. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. But next week, next Sunday, is John number 2 over at the Schuylkill River Valley. You all, I'm sure he's going to be working on his GG1 diorama still. I'm hoping that everybody stays safe. Everybody stays safe. You all know the deal. Wait for the high ball. Green tracks ahead. We'll catch y'all next time. Be safe. God bless. We'll see ya.